All right, today we're going to decode India's big strategic ambitions, and we're going to do it by looking deep inside one of its most futuristic projects, the National Quantum Mission. We're about to see how a nation actually plans for tomorrow today. So you have to wonder, right? How does the country really map out its path to becoming a tech powerhouse? Is it all just talk and grand speeches? Or is there, a real blueprint we can actually follow? Let's dive in. Well, it turns out the answer is kind of hiding in plain sight. If you really want to know what a nation's priorities are, you don't listen to the promises, you follow the money. And believe me, the budget documents tell a fascinating story. Just look at this number for a second. Over 41,000 crore rupees. That's the budget estimate for science, technology, and the environment for 2026-27. We're talking more than 5 billion US dollars. Now, that's not just a number, it's a huge declaration of intent. It tells us that deep tech is, without a doubt, a core part of the national strategy. So, how is all this money actually being put to work? Well, the strategy revolves around these massive, super focused initiatives. You can think of them as tech moonshots. In the official lingo, they're called national missions. So, what exactly is a national mission? Basically, it's a targeted, heavily funded government program that's designed to hit a very specific, really ambitious goal. The whole idea is, instead of spreading resources thin, you concentrate all your firepower on a few key areas to get a major breakthrough. And that brings us right to the heart of what we're talking about today, the National Quantum Mission, or NQM. This thing is one of the country's biggest and boldest bets on a future technology, and it's just a perfect example of this whole mission-based approach. And look, this isn't my wording. This is pulled directly from the official mission statement. The goal is crystal clear. Make India a global leader in quantum tech. There's no ambiguity here, just a straight-up, audacious target. That's what a national mission looks like. Now this is where it gets really interesting. This chart shows a serious commitment. In just 2 years, the budget for the quantum mission is set to just explode, from about 62 crore all the way to 900 crore. That's more than a 14-fold increase. It's a massive signal that this has gone from being kind of an experimental idea to a top-tier national priority. Okay, let's see how this all connects, because the quantum mission doesn't exist in a vacuum. Not at all. It's a key piece of a much larger puzzle, a whole ecosystem of high-tech national missions that are all designed to work together. This table does a great job of showing that bigger picture. Just look at the numbers for 2026-27. You can see the key players involved, like MIT, that's the Ministry of Electronics and IT, and DST, the Department of Science and Tech. The semiconductor mission is at the top with 1,000 crore, quantum is right on its heels at 900 crore, and the India AI mission is right there too. These three are really the core of the country's deep tech strategy. And you can also see how priorities shift, right? The supercomputing mission, which was foundational, is now winding down as these new frontiers open up. So the key takeaway here is synergy. This isn't just about funding separate projects. It's about building an entire deep tech pipeline from top to bottom. You need semiconductors for the hardware, you need AI for the software, and you need quantum to just blow the doors off what's possible with computing. The idea is, when these all succeed together, you create a self-reliant tech powerhouse. Okay, this all sounds great, but there's still a 900 crore rupee question, isn't there? How do you actually measure success? What does this huge investment need to deliver? Is it just about spending the money? Thankfully, no. There's a whole system for accountability. The government uses something with a bit of a fancy name, the Output Outcome Monitoring Framework. But really, you can just think of it as a public report card for every big project, laying out exactly what the taxpayers' money is supposed to achieve in really specific, measurable terms. And for the National Quantum Mission, the targets for 2026-27 are absolutely crystal clear. That 900 crore investment is expected to deliver 4 new thematic research hubs, the development of 87 new technologies, filing 34 patents, and publishing 133 research papers in top journals. These aren't just vague hopes. These are concrete, trackable goals. Now, let's zoom out one last time, because this whole mission mode strategy, setting a huge goal, funding it like crazy, and tracking specific outcomes, it's not just for software and high tech. This is becoming a national playbook for some of the country's biggest challenges. This slide just illustrates the point perfectly. On one hand, you've got the quantum mission, aiming for leadership in a futuristic technology. And on the other, you've got the nuclear energy mission, with an equally bold goal, developing 100 gigawatts of nuclear power by 2047. We're talking completely different fields, but the exact same strategic DNA. So let's wrap this up. What are the key things to remember? First, India is using these big, well-funded national missions to drive its strategy forward. Second, the National Quantum Mission, with that surging 900 crore budget, is a massive priority. Third, it's not alone. It's part of a whole ecosystem with AI and semiconductors. Fourth, and this is crucial, success is measured by real things, like patents and new tech. And finally, this whole mission-based playbook is being used for everything, from IT to huge challenges like energy. And that kind of leaves us with one last thought. With national missions already going after chips, artificial intelligence, and quantum physics, it really makes you wonder, what's the next great deep tech challenge India should aim for? What's the next mission?